sweet without sugar. You already know what time it is. Yeah! You still know what time it is. It's called G O'Clock, Scott G Mystery Podcast. Look, it's another day and another time on the Scott G Mystery Podcast. Talk the talk, truth be told, let's talk. Guests today is amazing guy, somebody with resilience, somebody that I've known for a while, and we have a beautiful conversation. So many times we had a beautiful conversation, and this guy is deep. He has experience in life. He has been able to show me that life is not just you just being big, but you can still be doing mighty things in every level that you are. I know this man for a while now, working together, and he's working from a different wing. I'm working from a different wing, and we are achieving results. But his humility, his sense of humor, and how he approached things is magical. And today, I just want to dive into his mind and find out what is going on. Tell me, how are you feeling right now?
It's good, brother.
I need to put some energy here now because this man is on fire.
No, I'm good.
How is life?
Life is a blessing, bro.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Life is a blessing. So every time when I wake up, I'm like, Alhamdulillah.
That is it.
That's what.
That is it.
Yeah.
And you've been in the UAE now for how long?
Now approaching 7 years.
Whoa. You see, even though we give birth to a baby now, it's already 7 years. So tell me, this is a major thing I want to jump in. You know how we do it here. Sweet without sugar. You already know what time it is. It's called G O'Clock. And what we do here, we don't just introduce the guests from the beginning. We dive into some things and mind, and before we know, we'll bring it out to you. Now, I want to just jump into something so quick. You've been able to understand what is going on in UAE to our level. 7 years is something beautiful.
Yeah.
What has been your experience here in UAE, and how has UAE impacted your life? What is the difference? Do you think there's a transformation from where you are coming from and where you are right now, and how you think to keep going?
Trust me, UAE has done much good than harm into my own life.
Whoa.
Yeah. So back home, when other youths, when they see me, be like, yeah, that guy has at least made it.
I love that.
From where he has been now to where I am.
Other youths, and I like that word. Yeah. That is inspiring. Keep going.
No, it's not like I come from the privileged side. Fine, I lean onto them, but I regard myself as a ghetto youth because I'm a ghetto youth from the heart. Hard work is what drives me on every day. Seeing others happy over the services that I offer, that's diligent and charming to me. Welcoming other people into my life. I love making friends, networking. That's also incredible. Learning. But the most important thing is never to forget where you came from.
Don't forget home. Don't forget home.
Yeah.
And this is a remarkable one. Talking about you saying how you inspire the youth back home. How will you encourage your brothers and sisters who have the same inspiration and aspiration like you to come to UAE? What do you think they should be able to know? What do you think that if they have in their hand, maybe like certificate, skill, degree, or anything that you think that will kind of add to the value of when they come over here and how they should be able to approach job search over here?
My brother, you may not be like me. I may be lucky and you may not. So you may lose that point. But whatsoever, don't never lose that conscience. That you'll make it up in some state, one way or the other. So the only advice I can give you, stay strong. Africans, we have ambition.
Keep dreaming.
You may never fail to dream, but have ambitions where you want yourself to go. Yeah, there is I'm a reggae fan, by the way.
It's showing everywhere. And that's the beauty of it. We bring in every beautiful people upon this platform. And please let me not stop you because you want to say something. I don't want to stop you with that.
Yeah, I'm a reggae fan, and one of my best reggae artists, finest this is right now, the late Nesta Bob Marley.
Whoa! You already know. You already know what time it is.
There's one quote he said when he was with his producer. He's also the late. His own producer is also the late. He was like, when you want to be somewhere, start from somewhere.
That's it.
So, however bad you feel like the kind of the job you're holding right now is shit, bro, Jah is on your side.
That is it.
He has never left you. So that's why for me, every day when I wake up, I'm like, I just raise my hands. I'm like, Alhamdulillah. In my own language, we say, Bweza.
Wamkasa. This one is the Kenyan language?
No, that's Luganda.
Luganda.
That's Luganda language.
That is Uganda, the kingdom of Baganda. Buganda.
And Baganda, the people.
The people. Yeah. And they speak Luganda.
So that's what I'm presenting right now.
It's sweet to touch. See, we are diving deep into some shit today. That is so beautiful to analyze because for people to know that. Wow. Okay. This take me to another level of question. I want to, there are some things that is really touching my mind, and this is really deep, okay? Here in UAE, for example, there've been numerous amount of peace, harmony, people living together, understanding culture. And I was looking at something that if this is happening because of we have a one system of government, which there is no need to campaign, there's no politics. They just understand that we have one ruler, okay? And this has been going for years, in memory as we can remember, and it's working for them. And we have back home, like my country, Nigeria, for example, we have back home the democracy. Do you think the instability that we have back home, I believe you still have the democracy in Uganda, right?
No.
You don't have? Which one you have?
We only have military rule.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Surely.
The guy decides from up and you don't contest from down. That's how rough it is.
Wait, you are just the one giving that analysis, or that is what it is?
I'm telling you because I'm a youth. I'm a Rasta man, we don't lie. We believe from our inner self.
This is deep. No. I just want to get it right. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe the guy decide from the top, okay?
Yeah.
And what is happening is just somebody who have power. Do they do election in Uganda?
They do.
So that means we have something like democracy.
It's not.
So what do you call that?
Democracy, it's a process where you allow different people with different ideas to exercise what they feel like.
And just like what I define is.
Yeah, but in my culture, in my country, not even culture, in my country, it's not there. When you don't support yellow, then you're bounded. But when you support yellow, you're not. Then that is known to be democracy. I just feel to be like the way they promise us and those story tales they used to give us in the books when we were still young in church, they would tell you Jesus is love, and you're like, yeah, this nigga must be love for real. You get. But what comes into your brain when you see that your local youths are killed every day? Because they're applauding something which is positive and someone does not want that to be applauded. It kills you from inside, right? But for me, I decided to just let myself a bit back as a Rastaman because I have much that I have to uphold on to. I have faith that I'll never be a loser. I have my own energy that I will drive others to be on the positive side rather than being on the negative side.
All right. If you want to project this more, like want to project it more, my question was going this way before that came in, actually. My question was going to, do you think that if every country or nation that is doing maybe democracy is kind of doing this same anarchy to have just one family ruling the country, and that will help the development of the country, because the other people who are rich will not do what we call propaganda by creating drama from different places, making the government for one to be bad. Why they are hurting people they don't care. Do you think that if we have this one system of government, then everybody can be able to invest in the economy to make it better? Because, you know, whether I have money or not, I'm not still going to be the president because it's on one system, like what they do here. And everybody can be able to join hands together to make the nation beautiful. Do you think that will work for Africa? Maybe we use your country, for example, like Uganda, because you open up a light to me now. I just want to know if this is going to work deeply there.
To some extent it can, but I disagree.
Tell me.
I disagree to one point that blessed his name, His Highness the King Al-Nyanan Zayed the First, that who laid something beautiful. That's why we are all enjoying from different nations, whether you come from South Africa, whether you come from Lesotho, where you come from Thailand, we're all here impacted into his own system that he created. That's the guy who had love. When you're to read about the Holy Quran, its first sentiments about love. How would you really want to treat people when you don't have love? That means also your system will fail. Right?
So love is the key.
Love is the key of each and everything.
Love is the power.
Love, love, love.
So in a word, how can you define love for the people?
Love is you, yourself being what you wish to your own self, you wish it to the others. That's love. In the Rastaman.
Sweet without sugar. You already know what time it is. It's called G o'clock. It's called G-Mystery Podcast. You already know it's Talk the Talk, Truth Be Told. Let's talk. See, it's bomb. We're going to a different level every time. It's going to be new. Don't worry. If you don't want to miss out, subscribe. If you want more, please drop your own opinion. Your opinion matters. Just drop your opinion. Drop your comments there. Subscribe. Click on the notification bell for more of this video. Sweet without sugar. See. Wow. I'm happy to have a Rastaman upon this platform today. Now tell me, what is that greatest advice you want to give to same youth you have inspired with your own story? What is that great advice based on one mistake you made that you realized that I wish I have the opportunity to turn back time? I will not do this. I will do this. Based on everywhere you have been able to step your foot upon the face of the earth. Your greatest advice when it comes to a mistake that you made that you don't want them to make, that if they have the opportunity to grab it right now, they should have it before they regret.
My youth, when you have a chance for education, please take it on.
Sweet without sugar.
Yeah.
Wow. You want to dive deep into that, or
Scott? For me, as a youth, you know these little things people do. Be like, you feel you're energetic, you feel proud of yourself, but certain things cost you along the way.
I'm telling you the truth.
And when you don't learn within the system, you learn out of the system. It's either self-discipline or forced discipline.
And the self-discipline
and forced discipline.
Can you make it louder, please? Let me hear. Can you make it just louder?
There is self-discipline or forced discipline.
And forced discipline. That is what they call sufferings are lessons. Drills are made for corrections.
Woo! When you don't make yourself to be humorous and learn from different departments, different attaches, the other different attaches and departments will teach you whether you like it or not. So here is a simple story. It's not like people don't wish to go for education, but some of us at the wrong zone, at the wrong time, in a different place, at the wrong place, we decide to be like, no, it doesn't work for me. Because you're opting for money. But what makes money? It's knowledge.
Knowledge is power.
It's not energy, it's knowledge. So within the time of being a youth, you're like, no, why should I waste my time and energy? Like, I need to go to school. I should make this within this age. The costs are bitter. I'm telling you, my brother, my sister. The costs are bitter. Because there are certain areas where you reach and your education can speak volumes for you without even saying anything. But how would you feel when you don't have that education and now you have to explain and elaborate much more about you than your education that would have done that for you?
You now do more to prove.
Yeah. Right now, I'm doing much of online courses, and I upload you guys, our followers, my people from different
good advice
societies of the world. Please, the world is a very large platter. Choose what you can eat. That's it.
The world is a very large platter. Choose
what you can eat.
What you can eat. Sweet without sugar. You already know what time it is. It's called G o'clock. It's called G Mystery Podcast. Now, on still that word, what do you think about if somebody decides to go into skill? If you want to put a scale between skill and just school to go and learn, if you don't want to put it, but what about if somebody decides to go for skill, okay, and you don't have the opportunity to go to school?
The end point is education.
Perfect.
That's it.
The end point is education.
Whether you go for formal or informal education, the end point is education.
Have you heard about the word when they say education is a scam?
Yeah, to fools.
Wow. Education is a scam to fools.
Yeah.
So you've heard about the word?
It's called. Just within this month, I'm going to make 32. Yeah. Proud father.
Happy birthday in advance. Congratulations. Yeah. It's not easy.
Yeah.
I don't know if they want to find out the story between this path to get to 32 is an amazing one.
So whenever I hear someone saying education is a scam, that means you're ignorant. That's the first thing. You baselessly know nothing.
Amazing.
How many people are occupying spaces in the offices because of education? And what is your profession?
Deep.
Do you see yourself lining with them at any cost? Instead, would you wish to line with them at any time? That's the most important question.
Now, this brings me to a quick one, okay? I guess you will understand more of this. What is the problem between the blacks African who come from our sides coming into a new foreign land? What advice you want to give them when it comes to their mentality, how to program themselves, and how to get out of the low esteem of the thing that they cannot be anything? Most of them just want to come into the. I think I did it for my previous podcast, and this is a major one for me because I think I had to walk through it with learning, programming, transformation, and development. Keep learning and learning and learning because one mistake we make, like you made it, education is the key. One mistake we make as mostly the Africans, we think there is an ending point for learning. If I grab this one, yes, I'm done. Just want to be an engineer, and this one, that is where I'm going to end. But I've discovered that learning is a daily habit. You keep learning so that you don't die. We learn to live. Now, what will you want to advise these people come with a very low esteem and believe that, oh, I just want to manage a security job. I just want to manage a waiter job, a driver job, where they have opportunity to develop themselves. And what would you want to advise these people? And how have you seen it during the years? Have you seen that it has worked also?
The only things that I can advise you about, go for education. In driving, there is what they call defensive driving, right? So someone wants to feel that epic out of you, that he or she, as the guest or the consumer of your service, is safe from other costs. She wants to feel that safety, that you're into control. That comes with education. You'll never find it anywhere because serious people look for knowledge, seek for knowledge. And when you seek for knowledge, you're seeking for education. Another thing, you'll be like, when you come here first of all, is the city and the country with the industries, the departments you want to indulge in, they are quite intimidating, but how do you feel when you come from the ghetto there where you're coming from and you have some 3 certificates free? 3 certificates. And then you're calling for a job of your own entitlement than to be called onto a job of not your own desire and entitlement, where you have no skill. How do you feel?
How would I even call you?
Because rapidly, we as Africans, we slide ourselves back, and others take the first front. This is a mere representation from others to be called backbenchers. I'm not dissing my own race, but we mobily love that. Be like, no, let me just sit and chill. When you sit and chill, the brain will lose and you will fail.
Love that.
So then don't ever sit and chill. Don't chill, don't rest. Be a hunter for success.
A hunter.
Yeah. For me, in my language, there is a famous word that people turn out to be negative. It's called omshogugu.
Omshogugu.
Yeah.
Omshogugu.
So
I'll leave here with a lot of Luganda, right?
No, that's Kichiga.
Kichiga. Okay.
Yeah. Kinyankore Kichiga. So when you're to see that word itself, others take it to be negative. But one of my bosses drove a positive impact out of that word.
Wow.
Now he has a company called Omshogugu out of it. It's a hairdressing company, it's a clothing company back home. Rent and wear. You don't have to hustle to go to downtown and buy the clothes, what the shoes. No, you go to the platform, click, dress and wear. Return, business class.
Whoa.
But because he's elite guy, he went to school, so he knows the vibe, he knows the rhymes.
How to flow with the season. That things are changing, you need to change and transform with the season.
Whenever there is a positive, there must be a negative. Whenever there is a negative, there must be a positive. So why would you wish to be only a positive and a positive? Have you ever seen a magnet attracting with a positive and a positive? It repels.
It repels.
It has to be a positive and a negative. You attract. So that means with this positive, whether you have only one achievement, which is positive, and you have only two negatives, when you draw them together, you'll be with a conclusive remark within your head. You'll be like, no, when I fell onto this first step and I fell on the next step, I only achieved one. So how do I turn these two negatives to be another positive? So as I have two positives with a negative, that's how life rolls.
Whoa.
Eczema, feel yourself, be proud of where you come from. Me, I'm a Leko youth.
Wow. I will learn what that means, but I believe you understand. You, my Ugandan people, the amazing land, well blessed. I have eaten matoke before, so don't worry. We're going to get into that. So, on a quick one, there's one thing that is so obvious that everybody think about African, mostly when it comes to people from the east and the west of Africa. When it comes to they talked about it. This is deep. When it comes to ladies that are coming to this country, okay, I'm going to talk about men, but I'll start with ladies. Ladies are coming to this country. They believe that we that comes from the West Africa, because it's we. I don't want to say them. It's we. What advice you want to give to our ladies to give us the right path? Because most things that's happening in this country, they just paint us black as we are. We accept that we're black, but they believe that our ladies come here for prostitution and our men came here for problems and fight and all that. Even when the clear obvious is showing that we have been living so peacefully here. I know maybe one or two things about it that's happened to other nationality. I've seen when other nationalities stab themselves to death. Not Africa, far from it. I don't want to even mention them right now. But that is the truth. But now, what advice you want to give our sisters who are coming into this country, the United Arab Emirates, to look for greener pastures instead of being deceived here that they have a job for them and they take them to a house and make them doing prostitutions and everything? What I believe you know this. What advice you want to give our sisters and make our nation proud again?
There's one of my famous reggae vibes that I usually listen. And the guy is like, every African is a champion. Every African is a champion. That's a song from Randy Valentine.
Champion, even one of our artists did it. I remember now, and I'll even play it on this record, so don't worry.
Yeah, it's from Randy Valentine. So every Gambian a champion, Africans them a call Kula blame. Why? It's so that we got the blames. So it's only one thing, my sister, my brother, where you're coming from. Come with a target. Who you want to be in the next 2 contracts of yourself and where you are. How do you see yourself and where you want to be? That will be a very strong stepping stone to know how you want to thrive through this life here. But don't fall for cheap talks.
Cheap talks, are you talking about people who try to pretend that there's a job? When people say there's a job in UAE, do you want to advise them that is it true that they should believe such kind of words to be able to come here and be deceived?
Bro, you have seen it most of the times. It's our own people that hurt us.
Yeah, that's in the pain.
Someone is working for a visa company, and guys pay for those visas, for the service, and the service is not offered. That hinders their success. Lately, that means that girl, for sure, based on where she came from, she doesn't want to go back. She'll go in for prostitution. So who is the fundamental maker into that for her being in prostitution? She paid the money, and the visa service guy, the agent, left off with it. So who is gaining? The visa guy is earning, is gaining, but someone is losing at the cost.
In tears.
Financially, emotionally, physically.
I've lost money also in visa issue. So I kind of feel the pain. And I can
losses are everywhere. We get losses everywhere. But what is the point of conscience of you losing? That's the most important thing. Me losing to a strong partner and a courageous champion, yeah, I also accept the defeat, than losing to a skinny and dominant inferior partner.
Whoa.
Before I pay for the visa, that's the reason as why we have the .com. Go on .com, websites are there.
This was what the advice, I think our second episode, Mr. Lucky advised. Don't just say yes. Go and verify.
Do the research.
Go and do your research. Go and check. And one of the things that mostly from the Africans, we are always scared to go to the embassy. I don't know why. To go to the immigration, to verify stuff and all that. And you didn't ask one of my questions. I want you to say it. I want you to answer that question before I continue, because I feel like you didn't give me the full advice of that.
What's that?
Advise our ladies first about the name we have painted for them to believe that every lady that comes from this place does this. When we have a lot of them working, good job, good company, different place, hard workers. But because of this, some few people think that all ladies from this place do prostitution, which is so wrong.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I want you to eat on it. I feel like when I was going, I said, no, there's something missing here. And I want you to speak that word into them. Even though it's going to come with your language, I will appreciate it, sir. So that we can be able to relate to the heart of them, because we want everything to be good.
Yeah. Now, there are lots of small links that separate humanity from its own race. When someone does not have passion of working, he or she loses hope. Because when you have those determinants of working, you have hope. You have those are the drivers of living, because it's a system that we are set for.
So do you want to say those people there's no solution?
There is a solution.
Please, we need solution.
There is a solution. The solution is one. Understand yourself. How much you have and how much you want to spend onto a specific task, and how you want it. Because you'll pay to the service provider, and the service provider has to project what you wanted, not what he wanted. How you wanted it, when you wanted it, those are sovereignty questions within you that you pose to the service provider. How you want it, when you want it, and to whom it should be provided to, and how it should be provided. Because you're the consumer, you're the guest. You get?
Are they the consumer or the...
You're the consumer, because he or she will give you the service of the visa and you'll have it. But in which ways? How has it passed through? Is it in a formal, applicable way and the lawful way or not? You see, it's not, please don't indulge. Leave it out. But when you do research, there are various visa companies. You can do research about them, both of our own people and others. So don't feel timid about it. Look for the best performer. That's why when you're supporting clubs, these football clubs, you're like, guys are called into the national team just of recent. I'm glad that Uganda matched for yeah. So that means the quality of the players they called onto the national team, they were top quality. You get. So when you're looking for a service provider, you should look for the top quality service provider.
Sweet without sugar. You already know what time it is. Yeah. It's called G O'Clock. It's called G Mystery Podcast. Talk the talk. Truth be told. Let's talk. See, if you have not subscribed, click on it now. Click on the notification bell for you not to miss any kind of video we're going to post on this channel. I want you to know you are our best honored guest to be able to watch us. Thank you so much. We're going to go for a short break and we'll be back shortly also. Please stay tuned as we jump right back into an amazing section that is going to continue and give you a deep insight of what life is all about. Talk the talk. Truth be told, let's talk. There's nothing that is programmed here. Everything is raw because we want to get the truth out of everything, out of everyone, to be able to help lives. Our goal is to make sure we reach out lives with the truth, with something that can be able to transform their life, because stories that is not told is a vision that is laying dead. Okay, but we want to become this vision that will live for long, that will transform other life. That is why we come here to say, truth be told, talk the talk, let's talk. Shortly we'll be back on this commercial break, a quick one. Sweet without sugar. All right. As we are going on this amazing journey, I want us to keep hitting on this particular one that I want to be able to transform our people and for the good of the world. Okay? Yes. Coming back to you. I prefer Mr. Simeon for this one. Mr. Simeon.
Yes, boss.
I want you to advise our brothers and our sisters. Mostly, when it comes to our sisters, people look to them as coming to this country to do prostitution, which, if we want to check, is not 100% true.
Yeah.
Although they've seen one or two things that have led to this, their conclusion and their theory. But what will you want to advise our sisters to be able to kind of repair our name? Coming from Africa, people look at us like this. Blessings.
His name Jah Rastafari. Allah as the word. The first thing actually would be, I need the first players to be active into this. Why do I need that? We have consulates here, right? So I need the Nigerian consulate to be positive and driving through and see how Nigerians attain and retain jobs, and how Ugandans retain and attain jobs, how Ethiopians, how Namibians, how South Africans, how Kenyans, the whole scope of Africans. How do we relate to this? We are the second party. The first party is the official one, and that's why I've told you it's about the consulates. The embassies, I'm calling upon you to be people who can hear our problems and solve them. Because when we have when others draw negative image or to a certain country, it's not going to only affect Nigerians. It will also affect other nationalities in the paradox. But how do you handle it? That's the most important thing. When you get to know about these agencies that are scamming nationalities, their cash, their resources, their emotion, you should draw closer to the community. And then you have a blueprint of a work plan, how you have to run off that. The English people usually say how to eradicate that. So that means that will also help out onto curbing down the so-called act of prostitution, as they term it to our sisters. But also to you, my sister out there watching me, how do you present yourself? What is your dress code? When you go to the enjoyment plans and parks, how do you associate? What is your language? Language is the most formidable thing. When you talk sense, the sensible people will give you ear. When you talk nonsense, no one will hear you.
You'll walk away.
Right? But that will also come with a perspective on how you're dressed, how you're walking, how you're talking. Just imagine, I'm a Rasta man. Now what if I meet the GMO, our GMO? Can I be like your Wagwan brother? No, because I know that's for a different society. So when I meet you, I'm like, hello sir, how are you doing today? Yeah, I'm by the name of Simon, and I'm from this such and such a department, and I would wish to offer you such and such a service.
Wow.
Intelligence. That's what they call professional language. So we should be in good tight spots. Networking is the best thing. Don't ever lose that, because for me, at this point where I am, it's because of networking that you see me now. I'm at the
Scott G Mystery Podcast. Talk the talk, truth be told. Before you dive more deeper, I want us to dive into something very fast. Okay, tell me, how have you been able to manage to cope into the culture of the United Arab Emirates? And what do you think is the difference between the culture here and the culture back home?
The difference that I see, it's about on how we take things, how we perceive, because a statement can be made by the first respondent, but then the receivers attain it differently. For example, in each and every African country where we come from, we have also Muslim brothers and sisters. But do we disturb them when it's in the period of Ramadan? No, we don't, right? Because we are conscious.
It's a thing of respect
about their culture. We have that conscience about their culture. So we attend them, we receive them, and we adore them of how they pull up and they roll up within their religion scope. Not conflicting with ours.
That's
and
true.
We don't conflict with theirs.
That's true.
So that means respect is the first part. Being
Respect.
humorous is the next part. You feel that you're human. Unless when you're a robot.
Of course.
Yeah, when you're a robot, you can't feel that, no, someone needs respect. But when you feel that someone needs respect, the way he's coding himself towards you or towards the society, you give it back to him or her.
That's true.
You get. So culture-wise, I'm a guy who is born through what we call Africanity tradition, and there's no way I'll ever come and I'll be like, I'm dissing the Islamic religion, or I'm dissing the Protestants, or I'm dissing the Catholics. No, I give respect to each and everyone, because that's where you find peace.
I think something deep you said there. I think I have to cut you one way. Do you think it's right for somebody to fight for his God?
Yeah.
You fight for your God?
But how can you fight for God yet he's the one to fight for? Nevertheless.
But I've seen people who fight for their God. So it makes me wonder, is your God not that powerful to fight for himself, you know? And I think it's just the enthusiasm, the passion, maybe drive them to do what they do and all that. But
maybe the word that they're using, it's the wrong word. You can use the wrong word in the wrong place, but to the right audience. That's also another thing.
Tell me, what do you observe about the culture of the United Arab Emirates?
It's about being humorous, determined, specific, accountable, because it's also very vital, entertaining. It's something that attracts.
What about hospitality?
Within attraction there is hospitality, because without attraction there is no hospitality.
Wow, that's different. That's deep. I think I'll find out another one. Sweet without sugar. You already know what time it is. I just want to wrap this quickly, so we are doing our best to make sure it's on time. Sweet without sugar. Yeah. See, it's Talk the Talk, Truth Be Told. Let's talk on the Scott G Mystery Podcast. It's Scott G O'Clock. Now, before we go, I just want you to do something. I always told you, what we do here is we bring the introduction to the last. You mind to tell the people who I'm talking to today, who is my wonderful guest in this amazing platform? You want to tell them about yourself, because I guess we have a large audience, but I believe one or two persons we know you, but maybe they don't know you deeper. To what you're gonna be telling them now. Can you tell them about yourself?
By the names, I'm so humbled to be hosted onto this platform. And please subscribe. By the names, I'm called Serukuma Simon Peter. And back home, they call me Bamayana. Omarangira. Yeah, that's my other name.
Lovely.
So, I'm a guy who's self-driven, passionate about work, who does not wait to be consoled onto what to be done. I create it. I don't wait for it to be created.
You look for it.
I create
you look for problems. You solve it.
It's already there.
That's, you look for problems and you take advantage of it and solve it. You don't waste your time.
So you don't wait for the task to come. I'm a people person.
For that I know.
I network with different
people. For that I know.
Yeah, big up my brother.
For that I know.
Ricky Man boss there. I want to be resourceful at my workplace, not to be termed as a lazy one. No, because I'm not lazy. I'm not born to be lazy. When you're lazy, that means the devil. You're being the workshop of the devil. So when you're courageous,
lazy mind is his workshop.
Yeah, when you're courageous and when you're energetic, you're vibrant. That means you're a spirit of love. That's God.
Lovely.
Yeah. So I love networking. I love creating tasks. I love to do what they call formal education and informal from different perspectives of the world. Sorry,
this one is a very quick one.
Yeah.
If you can remember and think of this, if 10 or 20 people that you have met around your workplace, if they want to describe you, how would they describe you?
They would do the description over me as someone who is not a go zero. I don't let it go till it's done.
Whoa.
It's not like I'm the most strongest person at my workplace, but I know I'm the most determined youth out there. Yeah. I go it for playing, finish it, draw its conclusion, I know it's done. And within it, I teach it to others. I don't retain the knowledge by myself. Yeah. You want it, you have it. I teach it to you. I give it to you, I pass it. It's just God-given, so why would I retain it? I'm not selfish.
Thank you so much for impacting people.
You're welcome, boss.
For creating memories.
You're welcome,
For
sir.
joining people to achieve dreams. Thank you for being humble. Thank you for being yourself at all times. Thank you for the hard work. And thank you for being adventurous. Sweet without sugar. You already know what time it is. It's called G Mystery Podcast, called G O'Clock. See, I'm sitting here with Simeon. That is how I know him. But he has been an adventurous guy, a memorable guy, somebody that has added value to people, who respect people, who is not scared of approaching people and be able to create conversation. And it's one of the things that kind of keep me with him, because every human being has their beautiful part, and this guy is just unique on his own, and I like unique people, and that is why he's here on the podcast to share some part of his story and advice, encouragement, stories to be able to impact life. He's talk the talk, truth be told, let's talk. He has been speaking it live, because you know Rastafarians don't lie, and I believe in this, and I tell you, you already know what time it is. It's called G Mystery Podcast. Thank you so much for watching this video, for being with us all through. Thank you. And if you have not subscribed, please click the subscribe button here, click the notification, and for every videos we're going to be coming out, drop your comments, your own opinion, and we're going to address it immediately. I tell you, you've not seen anything yet, because we're going to go different ways on different sides. Thank you so much once again. It's a privilege to be with you on the Scott G Mystery Podcast. Till we meet you again. How you want to say it in Uganda? Till we meet you again.
Paka sinkana. Naye nga mwebale nnyo okubeerako ku mukutu guno ogwa Scott G Mystery, era nga tubasaba buwagizi bwammwe. Eno platform ya muntu mufirika n'oyo atali mufirika. Ojje weeyogereko biki by'osinkanye mu bulamu. Obulamu butunyumira wano ku kyombo ky'obulamu kwe tuli. Your life experience matters. Big up to my wife. To my sister.
My greatest.
Yeah, man. All my friends and family. Bless up. The little youth there. Respect.
Till we see you again. Stay blessed. See you when I see you. It's called G Mystery Podcast. Talk the talk, truth be told, let's talk.